Part 2.
Part 2, day 1, 2,
No.
3, 4. Oh, we're on day 4. I messed up the last one. Monday.
Is it day 4?
Yeah.
So we had first day driving,
Second day Utah.
second day Utah,
Third day Colorado
third day
Springs.
we got to Colorado.
Yeah.
Then we spent a day in Colorado. So isn't this day 5?
No, babe. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're on Monday.
First day driving.
Yep. Second day Utah.
Oh, we're not counting the first day driving, are we?
Yeah, we are. First
First
day
day driving. Utah.
Third day in Colorado.
Oh, that's right, because Utah, and then we arrive in Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on board.
Day 4.
Day 4.
We leave Colorado. Where are we and what day is it?
Mhm.
Day 4, we leave Colorado. We first drove through Denver.
I'm hoping that by saying this, I don't piss someone off, and instead, arouse is the wrong word. Entice someone to tell me good things about Denver, because having said that, I thought Denver was lame.
We didn't have a destination in mind. I guess we just thought it would be a little different.
Maybe I'm just ill-informed, but my picture of Denver was like the height of Colorado Mountains being like right on top of the city. You can't even see mountains from Denver.
Colorado Springs, I think, was much more.
Yeah,
what you
Colorado Springs is beautiful. Denver was a disappointment. So please prove me wrong. Tell me some great things
Tell
about
us where to
Denver.
go.
I'll go back.
We'll go back. We'll come visit you in Denver.
Yeah.
So we leave Denver, and our friend Jason, who is also an avid traveler, had told us in order to put like more states on our trip, we could go north to Wyoming before we went into Nebraska, which was our destination for the day. So we first went to Cheyenne, Wyoming. We had a lovely lunch.
Pretty rolling hills.
Very pretty. And then from Cheyenne, we went to Alliance, Nebraska to see Carhenge. This is Carhenge. We are in Alliance, Nebraska. It's a nice little pit stop.
Which is, go ahead, tell him, Kara.
It's so lame, but I thought it was so cool.
That's cool. That's what we're seeing. So
Carhenge is Stonehenge, but with cars.
with cars. Someone went and saw the real Stonehenge and came back and was like, yeah, I could make that, So they took a bunch of old cars and got their friends to donate old cars and then made it into
They
it.
painted it, and now that it's in the middle of nowhere, you pull up on it and it's Carhenge. And now other people have also added other sculptures.
Artwork sculptures all made of cars.
Yeah, and it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. So we did that. I think we had another 2 or 3 hours of driving.
There's a lot of corn in Nebraska.
Yeah, there's a lot of just driving that day. That was really our only thing to stop and see. So then we drove to our hotel and we got dinner there. There was this, what was that restaurant called?
I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'll have to look it up.
I don't know. Some random restaurant that's like right by hotels and a truck stop. And man, we got quite the earful of stories. Like we're going in there like 15 minutes before close, so we even asked them to be polite, because we've both been servers before, if they really were still taking orders, because I don't want to be that person that makes them fire the grill back up. And they were super insistent, no, we got you. Yeah.
These girls are awesome.
Hustling.
So we got some dinner and we went to bed. Done with day 4. Day 5, Tuesday. We are planning to go from Gothenburg, Nebraska to Hannibal, Missouri. It's pouring rain.
Oh yeah, it did rain most of that day.
Crazy pouring rain in the morning. Thunderstorms. We waited that out. We pretty much just drove all the
Yeah,
way
we just
straight through.
Drove straight that day. There was no stops on that day.
We stopped for lunch at a very cute little place called Longboards.
Oh yeah.
Which is in, I can't remember the town, but it's like
It's a cute little town, Missouri.
right on the edge of Kansas.
Yeah. It was ironic because, you know, we're in Missouri and we went to basically a California themed restaurant.
They were
But it
cute.
was good. They had really good bowls.
Yep.
I love bowls. It's the millennial casserole. I'm all about it.
So shout out to them. Got a good meal, a good healthy meal.
Yep.
And then we pulled into Hannibal, Missouri, probably about 7:30. And Hannibal is the birthplace of Mark Twain.
And it's right on the Mississippi River? Question mark.
And that's about all Hannibal, Missouri is.
But the Mississippi River was really pretty, like at nighttime, like because we got down there like right as the sun was setting, so the sky was pretty and it was cool, you know, like right over the river. So nice, we got some pretty shots of that. Check it out.
And then we needed food.
Yeah. So I was like, "What's Missouri known for?" And I was like, "Of course, barbecue." So we found this like very like, you know, kind of like local spot. It was called Big Muddy Barbecue. So we are in Hannibal, Missouri this evening. We got Big Muddy's Barbecue. We got pulled pork nachos, and then pretty much a barbecue sampler platter. So we got ribs and brisket and pulled pork, short ribs, and candied yams and coleslaw. But it was bomb. That place was delicious.
Yeah, we had a lot of trouble on our trip. I'm not sure if this will continue, but because of COVID, a lot of the cities that we got to, by the time we got there at night, a lot of restaurants were closed.
Yep.
So if you're looking for like good food, do the lunchtime part.
Yeah.
Because at night we were kind of struggling to not go to like a chain or just like
fast food. I think we did pretty well. We didn't end up stopping for fast food. Or like, you know, a lot of times you're like, you want to wait and eat dinner like when you actually get to the hotel, but sometimes it's worth it to stop an hour or two before so that you can get some real food instead of like getting there and then end up having to get from a chain.
Yeah.
So.
But Big Muddy Barbecue was awesome.
Yeah, fantastic.
And our hotel was super cute, and we had a great view of the Mississippi in the morning.
Yeah, that was cool. We could see the river from our hotel room. All right, so we're in Hannibal, Missouri, right by the Mississippi River, and now we're about to head out and go to the other side to Illinois.
Yes.
6.
We're on 6. So day 6 was from Hannibal, Missouri to somewhere in Ohio. St. Clair's? I can't remember. Ohio. Missouri to Ohio. So we had to cross through Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio.
Mississippi Queen! Or the river.
The most memorable thing on this day was we found this cute little town called Casey, Illinois.
Oh yeah, big things, small town. So basically what they're known for is they hold the world record for a bunch of the world's largest things.
The world's largest pencil, the world's largest bird cage, the world's largest mailbox.
World's largest rocking chair, world's largest wind chime. So yeah, check those out.
We're in the world's largest bird cage. And a swing.
Tweet.
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet.
I feel like we need to go back and do like an entire episode on Casey, Illinois.
Maybe, but
it was really
cool.
interesting.
Every one of these like world's largest things too also had a Bible verse on it. Fun fact.
Which was pretty interesting because
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
So then we needed something quick on our way out of there. And we had noticed this one spot like right beside the world's largest pencil. It was called Tetzel Pretzel, which was pretty awesome. We almost didn't get it. I guess
the store was locked,
Yeah.
and we thought they were closed, which again,
they were
like I said, COVID, everybody's closing early.
super early. They were closing at like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, because they're a lunch place, so
Yeah.
they closed early, and we asked them if they had any left, and they were like, yeah, we can make a few, so they were super nice.
Let us back in.
Let us back in, and they made me a garlic parmesan
And I
pretzel.
got a Hawaiian pretzel, which is as awesome as it sounds. Basically Hawaiian pizza, but on a pretzel. It's delicious.
So good.
So good.
So then we ate our pretzels, we got back in the car.
road.
This is our 6th day. We've
Yeah.
been on the road for almost a week. We're tired.
It's already like almost midnight.
Yeah, and
Or
again,
later. It might have been later.
there's nowhere that's open.
Nothing's open.
So
And it's midnight and we're still hungry. So, Denny's.
I wanted breakfast.
You can't go wrong with Denny's too. Like, shout out Denny's. Sponsor us.
And on our final day, we were going from Ohio to Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, which is where we are right now. We left Ohio. We had one stop to make. My mom's best friend from school lives in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Which is just outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So we got to stop and have lunch with her, which is great because I haven't seen her in about 15 or 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And meet her cat, Pumpkin.
And who was the other one? Lady?
Lady. Yeah.
I said pumpkin and lady.
We left there, got into a fight with the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Oh yeah. I've been very hooked on Apple Maps for a long time, but Apple Maps doesn't seem to have a no tolls option. And then sometimes when you think you've already routed and checked to go around tolls, without asking you, would you like to reroute to save time? Apple Maps just decides, well, obviously, like, you'd like to save time even if it's going to cost you more money, so I'll reroute you without telling you. That's horseshit, Apple Maps. Don't do that! So you should use Google Maps, where there's an option and you can just edit tolls out.
I think I finally converted him.
Yeah, I was really stuck on those Apple Maps.
I think the Pennsylvania Turnpike really ruined
It
it.
frustrated me.
So we tried to go around the Pennsylvania Turnpike and take a route that was about an hour or two longer, and then we still ended up on the Pennsylvania Turnpike
So we
spending
drove
$16.
just as long as the longer route and still ended up paying tolls.
It was a bummer.
Just
Yeah.
a total double lose-lose situation is what it is.
But the bonus was that was the first time we paid tolls for the entire
trip. Yeah, so
We avoided tolls, and that was part of my planning.
yeah.
The whole way. So the entire way from California to Pennsylvania. How much did we spend in tolls?
Oh, it was like $16, yeah.
$16. So if they ask you if you want the Easy Pass and it's gonna cost you a bunch of extra money, you don't need the Easy Pass.
Unless you're gonna do a lot of driving in Pennsylvania.
Well then, yeah. Whatever. So then we got here to the farm at about 8 o'clock
Yeah, something around that.
in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Unload while it was pouring down rain.
Got everything into the garage in about an hour
Yep.
and then returned the van.
Yeah.
And by 10 o'clock, 10:30, we could sit down finally. The only downfall to our trip, honestly, was that we wanted more time in every single place that we went.
Yeah, so like you think you're being optimistic, and like maybe I'm just overly optimistic in the realm that I didn't think 8 hours of driving a day was that much. But like when you factor in, you know, the fact that you need to stop and like actually eat a meal, you know, not just do like a drive-through, like stopping to eat a meal, stopping to pee, stopping to get gas. Like, I'm telling you, the time adds up a lot more than you think. So if you can afford it, just plan for extra time.
Yeah, because you're going to want to see those things. And of
Yeah.
course, part of our plan for the camper is to go back to see those places and be there for longer.
Right.
But we also realized we might not get back out there for a couple
few
of
months.
months.
Yeah.
So we wanted to be able to see it now.
Yeah.
And we could have spent
A
another
lot more
week,
time, yeah.
yeah, traveling here.
Yeah.
But let's go over the
Expenses?
details and expenses. We're professionals and stuff.
So, if you're thinking about doing a trip cross country, these are all of our details of the costs and expenses along the way.
So, we traveled for 7 days, 6 nights. Now, 2 of those nights, we did stay with friends.
So we didn't have to pay for a hotel.
So we didn't have to pay for a hotel. We just gave them love, and we'll continue to give you love.
We brought them cookies, homemade cookies.
So bake for
The
your
Toll
friends.
House recipe, which is important.
So if you have friends that you can stay with, always do that. But other
And
than that,
always choose Toll House.
4 nights in moderate hotels. So like Wyndham, budget friendly.
Yeah.
$298.70. That was for a queen size bed, non-smoking room. Most of the time they had some kind of like grab and go breakfast.
Which is usually like
A muffin.
mini muffins, a banana, and coffee that I thought was awful, but Kara was optimistic about.
If it has caffeine in it, I'm easy.
It looked like dirty water.
Getting a one-way rental that is not too big and not too expensive, as we were talking about before, we spent $784.46 for a one-way Dodge Ram ProMaster 1500 with unlimited miles, and that included the $30 a day for travel insurance, which you should totally get.
It's worth it.
Because if somebody hits your van,
You don't
you're
want
screwed.
that.
No, get the insurance.
Alright, next.
Next, gas. So, gas when we left California was about $3.50 on average, I want to say.
Yeah, about.
But the national average for gas is way less. Sometimes we got it all the way down to $1.79.
Yep.
Thank you, Missouri.
Alright, so the total that we spent on gas was,
$372.
and we drove a total of 3,220 miles.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
Yeah. We spent a total of approximately 50 hours driving. And for food, so you can save a lot of money on food by, like I said, taking, breakfast from your hotel, taking snacks, take fruit, yogurt. If you have a cooler with you, that's super important. We would fill up our water every day, get coffee from the hotel every day. Bring those little snacks so that you can keep them cool. And then just bring like non-perishable snacks.
Lots of
Nuts,
snacks. We had tons of snacks.
jerky, whatever you need. That way, maybe you get like one meal a day and you split it between lunch and dinner, or you get one meal and you eat it for lunch the next day or something.
Yep.
For 2 people, we ended up spending $193.48 for lunches and dinners for a week.
Yep.
Which is pretty darn good. Yeah, and that's it.
I think that about covers it.
I think that about covers it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's a great trip.
Yeah.
Looking forward to going back out, spending a lot more time at a lot of those places.
If you guys, again, have places that you think we should go,
Please recommend.
please recommend them. We will come and visit you or your friends, or just go there. If you're like, hey, I want to know what this place is like, go visit it for me.
Do you have a driveway that could fit a 31-foot camper?
Yeah.
We'll come there.
I'd love to. We'll be posting more videos on our camper renovation coming up soon.
Whoop.
And thanks. Like, subscribe.
Weird. Isn't it exciting, Kara?